When working with Google Forms, you'll often find that you do a bit of work on a forum, you save it, you close it, and you want to go back to it. So how do you go back to a forum to edit it, to modify it? So here, by default, we're on the Google email when we log in. Move over to Documents, just above the GAA logo. And under Documents, you will see a whole series of different types of document. It could be spreadsheets, it could be word processing documents, it could be presentations, among others. So here's a member survey I was working on using a Google form. So when you want to edit it, to amend it, to extend it, you first of all double click on it, and that lands you in a spreadsheet type grid, which obviously mightn't be what you expected if you're expecting a forum. So the spreadsheet type grid is what is at the back end of each forum. In other words, when users fill in the forum, if 10 people get this little survey and they fill it in, the first person's entry goes in the first row, second in the second row, and so on. But if you actually want to get to the forum itself so you can modify it, the place to go is up to the forum menu here. And the pull down forum menu, you choose the option Edit Forum. And when you do that, you might notice that the forum is visible to you. But it's because the spreadsheet grid is still the one that's active. But it's somewhere down here in the toolbar, probably where I may or may not be able to see it. Okay, so there you can see the words Edit Forum appearing in the center of the screen at the bottom. The screen software is just hiding the actual details. So that member survey is the spreadsheet I'm currently looking at, and the one immediately to his right is the actual Edit Forum. So when you click on the Forum tool to edit forum, it actually opens a new window, and the new window contains the forum, as you can see now. So when you want to edit the forum to add more questions to it, you can click on the individual questions to change them if you need to. So here we have give your name, give your province, what games do you play. So this forum has 3 or 4 questions already, and it has an untitled question at the end. So if I want to get rid of the untitled question, I can just maybe delete it like that. If I want to move some of the questions around the place, I can say, first of all, I'm going to number the questions just to make it more obvious. So question 1 is going to be give your name. So I'm just going to put a Q1 in front of that, and then done to make sure I save it. And again, like all aspects of using Google Docs or Google Forms, keep saving regularly as you proceed. For fear the internet connection should go down. Okay, so we'll say that I want give your province to be question 3, and I want what games you play to be question 2. So I'm going to just go in here and number them first of all. That's going to be Q3 when I'm finished in the sequence. So again, scroll down and save it. If I thought so, I could make it a required question, make it a mandatory question, so the person has to fill it in. So it depends on the questionnaire and what you're at. And then down to what's currently the 3rd question on the list, but it's going to be question 2 in a minute. What games do you play? Maybe it should be a question mark there. So when I've done that, I can save it again. And I'll just hit save just to practice what I preach. And then what you can do is you can drag question 3. So if you see the arrow there appearing, and when that broken line appears, that tells you you're about to relocate it. So if I drop it like that, it doesn't go down, but if I drag it down a bit further, you now can see question 3 is falling below question 2. So that's how to rearrange the questions. Just grab them and drag them, and they'll move position. So I want to move question 1 back up where it should be, or move question 2 down, in fact. Okay, so that's how to go into a forum, to edit it, to make changes to it, and when you're finished, you can save it. One of the things you'll want to do when you're working in a forum, obviously, is you'll want to have some kind of heading on it to indicate what it's about, and then at the bottom, you'll want to have a confirmation. In other words, you want to thank the person for filling in the survey, and you might put in some other message at the bottom, just say then you can save the forum again. That's the edit confirmation that the user will see at the very, very end. So that's an example as to how to find a forum and how to edit it. So again, I'll just close up the forum. I'll go back to my mail. So when mail opens up, I'll eventually switch to documents. When I switch to documents, I'm going to just double click on that forum again. So when the list of file types appear, they're going to be sorted in alphabetical or in chronological order. So there's the member survey. So as I said a minute ago, when you open it, it's going to be in a spreadsheet type grid. So as you can see here, I have the questions that I made. They are numbered now. Questions 1, 2, and 3. The spreadsheet is them actually in the original order still. So it has. And then when I want to go to the forum design, I go up here to the forum option and say edit forum. So when I choose edit forum, if you scroll down to the bottom of your screen, you'll see that that's the member survey there. That's some other inbox. That's the Google Docs. And hopefully eventually here somewhere I can see edit forum. There it is. There's the edit forum. So when I open it up, it's the forum as I left it a moment ago, where the questions were in 1, 2, 3 sequence, but the spreadsheet behind them has remained in its original order. And that doesn't affect the users filling it in or any aspect of the whole exercise. So that's how to find a forum and to make changes to it and save it again. So saving frequently is a very important part of the overall approach to using Google Forms. So that's the end of this clip.